We're here today regarding case 21C 0600, petition of the North American Numbering Plan Administrator on behalf of the New York telecommunications industry for relief of the 845 numbering plan area. As indicated in a notice issued on February 22nd, 2022, we're going to start with an information session, which will be immediately followed by a public statement hearing. The information session will be led by Lori Mullen from the Department's Office of Telecommunications. Ms. Mullen, if you're ready to go, please proceed.
Thank you, Judge Clark. Let's dive in. In November of 2021, the North American Numbering Plan Administrator, or NAMPA, filed a petition with the department that advised the Commission that the 845 area code, which serves portions of the Hudson Valley and Western Catskill regions, would exhaust its supply of central office codes by the third quarter of 2024. Subsequently, in January of this year, NAMPA revised the forecasted 845 area code exhaust date to the third quarter of 2023 due to an increase in demand for telephone numbers. So why are we running out of central office codes? Let's break down the parts of a telephone number to understand the importance of the supply of central office codes in our everyday life. Each telephone is assigned a 10-digit phone number. Of these 10 digits, the first 3 digits are the area code. The second 3 digits are the central office code. The final 4 digits identify a particular telephone in a given central office within the specified area code. And in regards to 845 area code, only 48 unassigned central office codes are remaining. That's only 6% of the total that are available. 845 is expected to run out of those central office codes by third quarter 2023. The factors that we are seeing that are the most prevalent contributing factors towards the exhaust of these central office codes are the increased number of service providers in the market, also the explosion of new technologies and services that we're all kind of familiar with cell phones and tablets, but also other technologies that are affecting the use of central office codes are the interconnection of everyday objects and the Internet of Things. Some examples of these would be vehicular communications, use of monitoring devices across so many industries, for instance, health industry, manufacturing, farming, and also interconnected household appliances. Lastly, the limited number of central office codes available in each area code is also comes into play here. Although arithmetically there are 1,000 central office codes available within each area code, there are approximately only 750 that are available within each area code. And that is because there are codes that begin with zeros and ones that are not usable. And there are codes such as 411 and 911 that are characterized as N11 codes that are also not usable. In NAMPA's petition that was submitted to the department, there were 2 options for relief that were presented to the Commission. Excuse me. The first option was the boundary elimination overlay. And under this option, the 845 area code would be merged with the adjacent 914 area code that serves Westchester County. That would create one area code consisting of both the 914 and the 845 as an overlaid code. A new area code would not be needed, and spare central office codes from the 914 area code would be available for assignment throughout the combined overlay area when the 845 central office codes are exhausted. In this option, customers keep their current area code and telephone number. 10-digit dialing is required, and the projected life of this relief method is 19 years. The second option that was presented in the petition is the all services overlay. Under this option, a new area code is superimposed over the same geographic area of the existing 845 area. Then central office codes from the new area code would be assigned to serve all customers. In this option, customers keep their current area code and telephone numbers, and 10-digit dialing again is required. The projected life of this relief method is 28 years. NAMPA and the industry recommend this option, the all services overlay, due to its longer relief lifespan and increased simplicity to implement. To implement the relief method, first we need to understand that the implementation would not occur until commission approval. And in NAMPA's petition, it identifies 3 phases of the recommended option. Those phases are customer education, network preparation, and then activation of the new area code, no later than first quarter 2023. And that is because relief should be in place well before the supply of central office codes is expected to exhaust. Implementation typically carries an 18-month timeline for carriers to complete network modifications and educate customers about the changes to the dialing patterns. However, by July 2022, 845 customers will have already transitioned to mandatory 10-digit dialing due to the implementation of the 988 National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. So because 10-digit dialing will be in place when the new area code becomes effective, the implementation timeline for this overlay will be shortened to approximately 9 months. And that concludes my presentation. The next slide provides different ways for the public to provide comments. Back to you, Judge Clark.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mullen. Before we proceed with the public statement hearing, I just want to make sure that nobody has questions for Ms. Mullen. Zinni, if you could go to the last slide, please, which shows people how to raise their hand if they're here electronically. If you're a call-in user and you have any questions regarding the information session, please press *3 on your phone, or electronic users, there's information as to how to raise your hand electronically. Any questions on Ms. Mullen's presentation? I don't see any hands. Jill, do you?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, well, in that case, thank you very much, Ms. Mullen. We're going to move right forward into the public statement hearing. Mr. McLean, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor. We are on the record.
All right, thank you. We're on the record. I call case 21C 0600, petition of the North American Numbering Plan Administrator on behalf of the New York telecommunications industry for relief of the 845 numbering plan area. Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Michael Clark. I'm an administrative law judge with the New York State Department of Public Service. Assisting me this afternoon are Jill Wasser and Zinnia Vega from the department's Office of Consumer Services. We're here today for a public statement hearing that was noticed on February 22nd, 2022. The hearing concerns a petition to the New York State Public Service Commission which consists of 7 members, the chairperson, Rory Christian, and Commissioners Diane Berman, James Alisi, Tracy Edwards, John Howard, David Valesky, and John Majori. We're fortunate this afternoon to have Commissioner Berman with us. Commissioner, would you like to say anything?
Thank you so much, Judge. Yes, this is Diane Berman. My role here is really as a listener. I very much enjoy being a part of these public statement hearings, in this case virtually. I intend to be a participant as a listener, and I look forward to folks' comments on the 845 Area Code Relief Public Statement Hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Getting back to the petition, it was filed by the North American Numbering Plan Administrator, or NAPA, which requests approval to overlay a new area code within the southeastern portion of New York State, currently covered by the 845 area code. Petition is based on a forecasted projection showing that the current 845 area code will exhaust its supply of available numbers in the third quarter of 2023. Just before this hearing began, the Department of Public Service staff conducted an information session explaining exactly what's at issue in this case. Briefly, however, the proposed relief for the forecast exhaustion is an overlay, which would result in an additional area code being used for new telecommunications services throughout the entire affected geographic area. According to the petition, all existing customers in the overlay area would retain their current 845 area code and telephone numbers, and the new area code would be assigned to new phone numbers once 845 is fully exhausted. Following a 9-month period for customer education and network preparation, implementation is expected to be completed no later than the first quarter of 2023. As indicated in the notice issued on February 22nd, this hearing is being held to receive public comment on whether the Public Service Commission should grant NAPA's request to proceed with the overlay. This is not the only opportunity for comment. If you did not pre-register to speak, you can submit comments via the department's website, by email, by regular mail, or by telephone. All comments will be given equal consideration, regardless of how they are submitted. Turning back to today, this is not an evidentiary hearing, but instead an opportunity for the public to offer their comments on the petition filed by NAPA. Any statements made here will become part of the administrative record. We have a court reporter on the line who will prepare a transcript of the hearing, which will be publicly available on the Department of Public Service website. Okay, we're ready to begin the hearing. However, it's my understanding that no one has registered in advance to speak at today's hearing. Ms. Wasser, can you just confirm that that remains the case?
Yes, Judge Clark, it does.
Okay, all right. In that case, we will therefore open up the hearing to anyone in attendance who would like to speak but did not pre-register to do so. If you would like to make a statement, please click the raise hand icon at the bottom right corner of your screen. Instructions are on your screen if you've registered electronically. Or if you've called in, press *3 on your telephone. Either option will enable us to recognize you and unmute you so you can make your statement. Give everyone a minute to do that. If you'd like to make a statement, electronic users, please press the raise hand icon. Phone-in users, please press *3. I still don't see any hands. Jill, do you?
No, I do not, Judge.
Okay, we're just going to give everyone another moment or two. Again, if you've called in and you would like to make a statement, please press *3 on your phone. If you're an electronic user, follow the instructions on the screen. Press the raise hand icon. Okay, it's 1:15. I still don't see any raised hands. Jill, you agree?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you again. For the record, I would like to reiterate that the notice of public statement hearing was issued on February 22nd, 3 weeks ago. No individuals registered to speak. We've also opened up the floor to people in attendance and have received no indication from anyone that they would like to provide a statement, so I'm going to close the hearing. I would like to thank everyone for their interest here today and remind anyone listening that you may submit comments by the other means described earlier and in the notice of public statement hearing. In order to ensure that these statements are given adequate consideration, we request that they be provided by March 27th. Public statement hearing is now concluded and we are off the record. Thank you again.